Hi guys, we're back again with another episode. We have another one to unpack for you guys. So so this season's still going. I think we're in is it the third week?
It's the fourth week.
It's the fourth week already.
Fourth week yesterday.
Oh wow, okay. So we're in the fourth week. So that means Casa and Moore's right around the corner.
And I think...
Have they announced it already?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it normally happens on the fourth week. So I think this is quite late.
Oh, so maybe it will happen later then.
I think they'll announce it Friday.
Because they normally announce it, yeah.
Friday or Sunday they'll announce it.
Yeah, but went a little bit off there. But anyway,
yeah.
We're back again with another video, another talk to unpack today's episode. So yeah, we're just going to get straight into it, to be honest. So what happened in this episode today now? Obviously more of Shakira and I was going to say Ben. More of Shakira and Harry. Obviously Shakira hasn't locked it off. Yeah. But she was just like, be more mindful of my feelings. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm disappointed in Shakira. I like Shakira, but I'm disappointed in the fact that she even gave Harry a chance in the first place. Yeah. Like, because I thought for me, I just don't know why you would do it when you've seen not only how he treated Helena, every single girl that he's been involved with, he's messed around.
Including
you. So why go there? Yeah, because he messed her around with Helena.
Yeah. And then got back to Shakira.
I'm sorry. In that sense, I'm actually very disappointed in her. I think she should have left him alone and let him do his thing.
Because at first, I thought she was only entertaining him just because there was nobody else. Obviously, she had just called things off with Ben. Mm. And she said that, Harry chats a load of crap.
Exactly.
So I thought she was done with Ben, obviously, and she's obviously done with Harry. Mm-hmm. But obviously in the recoupling, who is she going to choose? She just called it off with Ben, so she's not really going to recouple with him again.
No, I understand.
And that's why I thought she chose Harry. But now we've seen she didn't just choose him for that. She actually is rekindling it with him, which I don't understand. No. Because then anything else he does up until this point, is there a need for complaining? Is there a need for tears?
Because you knew what he was about.
Come on, man. You've seen who he is multiple times. So at this point, it's broken record behaviours because we know what Harry's about.
Exactly.
It's the fourth week. We know what he's about. So
I just don't think she should have given him another chance. Otherwise, I do like her, but I think that was her mistake. Yeah. But yeah, so obviously they're still going. And, still on that topic, we don't really care too much about challenges. But, obviously, Harry's still saying he's all for Shakira. But,
he's lying,
everything he does is a lie. But, obviously in the challenge, his heart rate was raised the most by Helena and vice versa. Yeah. So,
and what Helena whispered in his ear.
But because at first I was just like, oh well, that's why it happened for him. And then when it was his turn, he did the same exact thing. I just don't like.
What about the heart racing?
No, about what they said in their ear. And I just don't care. I just don't care about them two. They're so annoying.
About, man, you're just playing so many games.
But I think they're both, because Harry's always been playing a game. But I feel like Helena, in a way, is playing a game as well. I don't like her because when she brought back Giorgio, she was still on Harry. Yep. When she's getting when she's getting to know Harrison, she's still on Harry.
Still on Harry.
So why would you get in between him and Tony and really and truly you still want Harry?
Exactly. That's literally what I said to Fia. So what are you doing? You're playing a game. I don't like her. And you're very immature. And you should be embarrassed at your age. Yeah. Because why on earth do you need to ruin what Tony and Harrison have if you still want Harry?
Exactly.
What are you doing? Why are you here?
Why are you here? I don't like her. And even after when Tony pulled her and she apologized, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then Helena, so they're joking around, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, Helena, you're so fake. You're so snaky because you don't like her.
And look at the conversation she had after that with Harrison.
Exactly.
I don't know why anyone likes Helena.
I can't stand Helena.
I don't know why.
I can't stand Helena. And I can't stand Harrison.
He's a child. Harrison,
he is.
I can't stand him either.
Harrison
he's a liar.
Is such a damn liar. He's
a liar. He's playing Tony.
And this puts me on to the next point, because I love Tony, but I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
I am very disappointed. I mean, first of all, you should not have gone back there, because this boy has been displaying red flags since he lied about first saying you have the best chats, then Helena, then backtracking again. He was showing red flags from then. But, you know, if we ignore that and we go by recent events, the very way he moved with Helena should have been enough for you to say, do you know what, like, I just don't want you. Like, this is just done. And, like, I understand that you're hurt, but, like, I mean, she cried so many times over this situation. But, like, don't cry in front of him, and he's the one that caused your pain. But, you know, sometimes I understand it comes out. But then don't let him hug you. Don't let him hug you, don't let him cuddle you, because he's the cause.
Tell him to leave you alone.
And she did it again in this one.
This one was more confusing. And I think sometimes it's a case of, like, if they don't do this stuff, you're going home. That's the thing. Because if she calls it off with Harrison or whatever, you're going home, because if there's not another bombshell before the next dumping, because there might not be a dumping before Qatar, but there could be. And it might just be a case of, I mean, what else is she going to do in that villa? She's got nobody else there.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is. But
and Alima did it, and she didn't hesitate.
It's true. But I think with Tony, especially in this episode, it's just very confusing. And it's just doing the most.
No, but I don't think, like, I don't think, like, her going back to Harrison is confusing. I think she likes him. But at the same time, he was moving mad and disrespectful. And the worst part about it is that he wasn't seeing where you were coming from. He just kept repeating the same thing.
And obviously, he's not been 100% honest with you. So that's why even in this episode, I don't understand why you're cuddling him, you're kissing him, and you're doing all that stuff. And it's like, but why? And also, why have you done that? We know you like him, but you need to tell him you cannot get away with treating me like that. Which means you don't get a kiss from me, you don't get a cuddle from me, and you need to work your way back up if I'm that important.
And also as well, like, why am I believing what you're saying to me at face value? Because we already know you're a liar.
Yeah.
At this point, we already know you're a liar.
She knows as well.
Exactly. You're going to Helena and you're saying that I would have chosen you. Like, I had the speech set up. Like, I was looking forward to it. I was going to pick you, blah, blah, blah. Tony comes to him and says, you know, if Helena was left up there with you and picked him, oh no, like, I was 50-50. I don't know what I was going to do. And you believed him and kissed him after.
Tony's, because this is not the first time Tony's done that. Tony has been taking what he's saying for face value, and that's why when Shakira got involved, when she did, Tony was a bit upset.
Exactly, it's true.
But you can't keep taking what he's saying at face value.
Because we already know he lies.
You've seen that he lies. So you need to have more of your guard needs to be up now. Yeah. Your guard needs to be up now, and you need to be smarter. He's a little boy.
Yeah.
He's going to say whatever he wants to get what he wants. He literally told the both of you, I want both of you. I like both of you.
Yeah, exactly. And you laughed it off. Why? It's not funny.
And the thing is with Tony, it's like, and I think it's definitely because if she doesn't go for Harrison, there's nobody else in the villa, which means she's obviously going home. Because with Connor, she stepped back from the situation. Why hasn't she done that with Harrison?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, she likes Harrison more than she liked Connor because she's more into it with Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were able to step back from the situation before, why are you not doing that now?
Yeah, it's true.
Obviously, yes, it's because feelings are involved, but maybe it's also because if she steps away again, she will probably go home.
Yeah, it's true.
Because how many situations have not worked for her?
Maybe, you know, and you never really know, but
you never know. Yeah,
obviously, Tony and Shakira are probably the only ones in this villa that has shown themselves to be honest and real.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think, maybe it's a part of what's fueling her decision, but I definitely don't think it's the main thing.
No, it's not. I mean, she likes Harrison more than she likes Connor. Yeah. And that's why she doesn't want to step back.
And they had a date.
Yeah.
So,
but at this point,
she was really hurt by the whole situation.
Yeah. And so if that was me, I'm walking away. It doesn't matter if I have feelings for you. I'm not in love with you. You're not my boyfriend. You're not my fiance. You're not my husband. I'm walking away.
And you're lying.
Because you're lying.
You're lying, you're being dishonest, and you're moving mad.
You're telling two
and
girls
you don't care.
different things, and you don't care.
So no.
I just walk away. It doesn't matter about feelings at the end of the day. If he's already disrespecting you and you're not even dating or together and whatnot, there's plenty of other fish in the sea.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and he's such a little boy.
Yep.
Move on and get a man older than you.
Yep. but obviously, like, let's move on to the talk with, okay, so basically, Alima was saying that she wanted to speak to Tony just in case she had hard feelings about her kissing, Harrison in the Snob Marrying Pie challenge. And I was just like, why would she care?
Why would Tony care?
Yeah. And Tony even said, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
But then Meg being Meg got involved.
Meg being Meg.
And she was like, you know, I need to talk to her about the fact that she kissed Dejan. And I'm just like, why? It's not even that important. But worst part is,
for Meg.
All the time.
She exaggerates everything.
Worst part is now though, you have taken it upon yourself to go and tell Alima, oh, let's talk to her together. And it's the way she did it was just like, wow.
You needed backup.
Yeah, you did. Because it was the way she did it and it's the way she said it. So you can't go by yourself. Because Alima was going to go by herself.
Yeah. It's just a talk. But you waited for somebody else to say they're going to talk to Tony. And you were like, yeah, do you know what? I actually need to talk to her. So can I join you? Like, should we pull her together?
Exactly.
Shut up, Meg. You're such a coward.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're such a coward.
You have so much mouth behind her back. But when it now comes to her face, you need backup.
You want to piggyback with somebody else and be like, yeah, let's go talk to Tony. I can't stand you, Meg.
Yeah,
I can't stand you, and I don't care, and I'll keep saying it.
But you know what it is, yeah? Like, even when you had that conversation, it was such a pointless conversation, because I'm pretty sure Dejan wasn't even mentioned. So what the heck were you talking about? Alima mentioned the fact that she kissed Harrison, but what the heck was Meg talking about? She was on one, I don't even know.
Yeah, because you're threatened. Because you're threatened by her. And you should be.
So, like, what the frick? But, I think, so she was trying to say, like, you know, I know it's hard and we're trying to be there for you. No, you're not.
No,
because
you
don't like her.
Fake.
So shut up.
Fake.
Shut up, because you don't like her.
Fake.
So then obviously Tony walks off crying again.
She got a bit emotional, yeah.
Then she comes back, Med's talking all manners of nonsense again. And then Tony gets pulled by Harrison and Med makes this face.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I don't know why she made the face. I don't know. I mean, obviously we know she's fake and we know she's snaky anyway, but I don't know if it was because of that or if it was because she felt like it was a hard conversation to have, or because
conversation for who?
For Meg to have with her, because Tony was so upset and because Tony wasn't really giving it back. She was just sitting there quiet. So it could have been for a lot of reasons, but we know she doesn't like her anyway.
Yeah.
We know she doesn't like
Tony.
And
that's probably why she made that face.
So don't tell me that you care. Don't tell me that you want to help and we know it's a hard situation and we don't want you to be upset. Don't call me babe.
Stop calling me babe. That's the thing. Stop calling me babe.
And it was, oh my gosh, she said something else. She was just like, something like, when they pulled her for a chat, didn't she say something like, let's go beautiful or something?
Yeah, you got it. You got some, yeah. Oh, to about Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said something else as well.
I don't like her.
I don't like fake people, and Meg is fake.
Very fake.
She doesn't like Tony, so leave it at that.
Yeah.
Who's forcing you to talk to somebody you don't like?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody is forcing you.
So stop forcing it.
Yeah.
Stop forcing it.
True.
You're annoying. You're fake.
She is annoying. She is fake.
Get your fake self off the screen.
Literally.
You're so fake.
Because you're the same one that was talking under your breath in the last episode, or the episode before. No.
And now you're out here calling people babe and beautiful and you got this girl. Shut up, Meg. Keep the same energy.
I don't like her. And even did you see her face even in the challenge?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, the cheers for everybody else. When it was Tony, she was like...
Yep. Oh, I saw that. I don't like her.
No.
I don't like her.
No.
Don't like her at all.
No, I can't stand her.
Can't stand her.
So... I think that was pretty much it for the Tony and Harrison situation, Helena situation. Obviously, Harrison's playing a game. I don't know, honestly, for me, I don't know why Tony's entertaining him.
Exactly.
And then Helena's playing a game herself, so it makes sense why she's entertaining him.
She's been playing a game.
She's playing a game herself. And then, like, obviously, I think I was going to mention something about Meg. So, wasn't it 2 times? Oh, so she approached Dejan now. Yeah. After that after the first challenge.
The first snog, marry, pie.
And I was just like, yawn.
Here we go again.
I was yawn, boring. Oh, shut up, Meg. Just the whole thing again.
Literally looking at the time like,
over and over
when is
again.
This one over?
All the time there has to be something. And she's smiling as well when she's saying it. And she's just like, you know, how do you think that made me feel? And I'm just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing over and over. It's so boring. Over and over again. Dejan, I don't like Dejan. Dejan is a dickhead to me because I feel like he actually is getting annoyed by her, but he wants to win.
He's been annoyed by her multiple times.
He wants to win and he wants to get to the end. Because why did you just cut it off and start kissing her hand?
And say, I'm sorry. And just dead it straight.
And this girl wants to be like, oh, it's not good enough. But then in the recoupling speech, when he said two words, and it's always my Meg.
It's always the same. That's why I'm bored of it. It's always the same thing.
Oh gosh, it's so boring.
It's very boring. I'm literally getting tired of mentioning you all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
It's that boring.
It's true.
Like, why are we always talking about you two?
Yeah, but you always have to be on our screen. It's the same damn thing all over and over again.
It's boring. You're a broken record. It's boring.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
I can't stand him. And it's always the same teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
Same teeth, the same smile.
Exactly.
My Meg. Oh man, I just can't. No, I just can't.
They're so annoying to me.
Oh boy,
I mean, for starters, like I can't stand nothing about Meg anyway, for starters. And Dejan is just a dickhead. He's just a full-blown dumbass. I don't know what's wrong with him. But...
And then even again, in the second challenge, the heart rate challenge, obviously his heart got raced the most by Yasmin.
Before that, because when it was coming up to Dejan, I said, please don't be Meg. Please don't be Meg.
Yeah, me, I was thinking that it better not be.
Yeah.
And I said, in my head, I'm thinking, if it's Meg, it's a lie. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because anything can be rigged in Love Island.
Oh yeah.
So in my head I'm thinking, if it's Meg, it's a lie.
But you know what I thought about that one? Because obviously Dejan got Yasmin, and then when it came to Meg, I was just like, yeah, like it should be Dejan.
And it's not.
And then she got who? Was it Tommy? Connor? Somebody? Oh, I can't remember who she got. But she got somebody else other than Dejan. And I said, of course they do that. I feel like they're pushing Meg and Dejan to the end.
Of course they are.
They really are.
Of course they are. But even with that...
because now you can't say anything. Yeah. If Meg had got Dejan...
She will though.
If she says something though, you're a hypocrite.
She will, because even when it happened, because obviously when Yasmin's name came up, you don't want to say anything because you want to carry on like, oh yeah, it's fine. A few seconds later, you want to mention something about him, Dejan has no excuse though because Yasmin was the last girl.
And it's
she was waiting to say something. She was waiting.
And it's always those stupid, snarky comments in front of everybody. Like, just shut up. Why do you always have to be heard?
Because when it was your turn and you got someone that wasn't Dejan, you're just sitting there laughing, finding it so funny. Oh, but when it's the guy, all hell breaks loose. When it's you... You see why I can't stand girls? If it's fine for you, why is it not fine for him?
But to be honest, in that time when they called out her name and said who her heart rate was raised by the most, she was probably just feeling stupid. And maybe that's why she reacted like that.
Maybe.
Because you would feel stupid after you just addressed them in front of everybody and you didn't even get Dejan.
Listen.
Imagine. But Dejan, I just don't like him. And it's so, like, even if you guys make it to the end, you will not last on the outside.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And that's why I don't know why anybody would vote for them.
Because you will not last. Because that's not what the public thinks about. That's not what the public thinks about. That's not what people think about. And people, we know from time, vote for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. You do.
Oh and my gosh. That's just the truth. This is all the time, this girl. All the time. Yeah. But then Shakira... Yeah, so obviously Shakira and Harry, that's going to be another blow up.
Yeah, Shakira's going to address him. And I hope she walks away. Because how many times are you going to let him do this to you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I understand that something like that, it's just a game, it's just a challenge. You can't really control your heart rate, but it does say something.
Because it's always the
you don't have to get, you don't have to get vexed, you don't have to get angry, but it means something. So walk away.
Just like what Shakira needs to do, because she needs to just stop brushing things under the carpet. Mm-hmm. You just need to properly sit down with him and ask him, literally, how do you feel about Helena? Because I'm getting bored of this.
Yeah, but Harry doesn't tell the truth.
Speak to Helena then.
About what?
And if is there something between the two of you?
Oh, right.
Maybe you two are having chats that I'm not aware of.
Oh, right, okay.
If Helena lies as well, then I guess, we just wait for movie night. But, do you know what I mean? We can't keep brushing things under the carpet, getting angry, and then brushing it. Like, you're either going to deal with it now.
I honestly don't like Helena. I think at this point, I find Helena just as bad as Harry.
Absolutely. Well, she is, because they're both egging each other on. They're whispering things in each other's ears. They obviously want each other, but you're also playing two other people when the two of you can just get back together. Stop all of this foolishness, because you're hurting other people in the meantime.
Exactly.
Like, grow up. You're the two oldest in the villa.
Imagine.
How do you feel about yourselves? Why do you feel good about yourselves?
One of them now, because Giorgio's
obviously
30.
Now Giorgio.
Yeah, but and look how Giorgio acts.
Look, come on. Compared to Harry, what went wrong in Harry's life? Why he's not mature at his age?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm trying, anything else major happen?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Tommy and Emily, they had a kiss, innit? I don't really care about them.
No, that's not important.
Yeah, I don't really care. But yeah.
No, just the fact that Elima seems interested in Harrison, though.
Is she fully interested in him? Or is he just the most attracted to her there? I think that's
what it means. Yeah, I don't think it's like a full interest.
Yeah.
But if there's anybody else she's gonna actually want to know right now, it's Harrison. Yeah. He's the next on. Yeah. You know, who I might be into. Yeah. And so I think she's trying to make those signs clear. Yeah. That maybe she wants to start talking to him. Yeah. Maybe.
And also, as for the recoupling, I mean, it's not majorly important, but I did not expect Ben to choose Helena.
No, I didn't either.
When the three of them were up there, because it was Helena, Tony and Elima. And when the three of them were up there, I was thinking, well, it has to be Elima, because Ben knows that Helena and Tony are both into Harrison.
Because that's what I was thinking.
So I honestly thought he was going to go for Elima. But, you know.
So Harrison right anyway, because he was going to choose her. Now you don't get to choose her.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you obviously continued that for more drama, because because
look at what he said in his speech.
Because that means Harrison would have chosen Helena, and then that means there would have been, that means Tony would have been done. Yeah. So they always probably prolonged drama, to be honest.
They always do these things.
But Harrison is such a dickhead.
Yeah.
It's such a shame, because he didn't seem like that when we first saw him. He really didn't.
But you know, true colours always come out.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, since Fia's not here, obviously she couldn't come. Yeah. Yeah. Let's call her and see what she thought of the episode. And
yeah.
Let's see what she thought. Hi, Fia.
Hello.
Hi. So you're on the podcast. Yeah, so what did you think of today's episode then?
Well, there wasn't really much to it. I think Harrison proved himself to be a liar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He definitely proved himself to be a liar. Mm-hmm. Because he recoupled with Tony. Yeah. And then literally the same, maybe 2 minutes later, went to Helena and said that I had a whole speech for you, similar to the one that I gave Tony. So yeah, you're a snake. Yeah. And then on top of that, he was all cuddly with Helena. Yep. After talking to Tony, and then obviously cuddling with her. He's just snaky.
Yeah, very
snaky, very dangerous. And I'm not sure, but I don't know if Tony even saw when he was cuddling with Helena that closely.
I don't think she didn't.
Yeah, she probably didn't.
Because she never mentioned nothing, so I don't think she saw it, but I just thought that was snaky.
Yeah, definitely.
Snaky. And then the heart rate challenge. I don't get why Shakira's vexed.
Shakira.
Don't get it. Like, it's not, like the saying says, a leopard never changes its spots.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. That's the main thing with Shakira. I don't know why she's surprised.
No. I don't know why she's surprised. Because Harry has proved himself time and time again.
Many times.
Untrustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But just a question. What did you think about Tony taking everything Harrison says at face value and believing him even after everything?
I think, do you know what it is? She's trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And also, not only that, she likes him.
Yeah, and she does.
And you do some silly things when you like somebody. And sometimes it takes even maybe someone else to see it and point it out to you. Or something very, very drastic for her to really get it. So, yeah.
Because obviously...
At the end of the day, she's not going to know whether he's lying unless he gets caught out in the lie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like, obviously, him saying, oh, like, it was 50-50, I don't know which way I was going to turn her. She's not going to know that until it comes out. So, yeah, something like that. But obviously, with Tony, she had Shakira telling her that he's not telling the full truth. Then she witnessed it for herself because of how he was moving with Helena. And then she took him back anyway. So you literally got two things. You got someone close to you telling you that you need to open your eyes, and then you got him actually proving it to you that he's a snake. But yet you still went back. So
I think at the moment it's just because she likes him.
I know.
It's not because of anything else, and also because I don't think she's interested in anybody else.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe a bombshell will come in, and that would be like Tony's, like to the T.
Yeah.
And maybe she'll never look on Harrison again.
That's what I hope.
Hopefully, because he doesn't deserve her.
No.
He definitely doesn't deserve her.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that was it, really.
Those were like the main things. Yeah. Okay. So that's your 2 cents on this episode then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember anything else, to be honest. The challenge was silly. Meg tried to give a sly comment about Dijon, but it's just a game.
And what did you think? What did you think about Meg and Alima going to talk to Tony together?
I thought that was snaky. I thought that was very, very pointless.
Very.
I don't know why they needed a tag team to go talk to one woman.
Exactly.
Well, it was Meg. Because Meg decided to follow
because Alima was going to do it on her own. Because it was Alima that said it.
Yeah. And then Tony, and then Meg was like, "Oh, well, we both need to talk to Tony. So don't you think we should do it together?
Yeah,
you need to do it together."
Exactly. Exactly.
Talk to her by yourself. This is the woman that says she got so much chest that she says things with her chest.
Exactly.
You can't talk to one woman by herself.
Exactly.
No, I don't like Meg.
Can't stand her.
Don't like Meg. And then when you're sitting there face to face, what speak then?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Why she's taken so long to say her point? What you wanted to do tag team because you thought having Alima there as backup would have helped.
Exactly.
You're there sitting in front of Tony. You don't have nothing to say.
Exactly. Because literally what you went over there to say, you didn't even say because Dejan wasn't even brought up.
Exactly. So it was like, and then even when did Alima bring it up about kissing and Harrison?
Yeah.
And Tony just brushed off. She said, "I didn't give it a second thought."
Exactly.
Yeah. Because these people don't know Tony.
They don't. Just,
like, Tony's really shaming us up as British girls.
Clearly,
yeah, absolutely, she is.
Because it's like they're talking. They made it a big hoo-ha talking about, we can feel the tension.
Yeah.
Making it a big deal. You go over there, raise your points, and Tony's like, yeah, okay. I didn't give it a second thought. Because it's not that deep.
So what tension was you sensing?
Exactly.
Oh, come on.
I don't like Meg.
No, can't stand her.
I don't like Meg at all. She's all talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
No problem.
Okay. All right. Bye. Yeah. So that was Fia's take. I mean, obviously we all have, very similar opinions anyway. So I think we're kind of like on the same page with how this episode went, the things that we saw.
Yeah.
So just seeing. We didn't get a preview for the next one, but obviously there's most likely going to be a few more blow-ups.
Shakira and Harry.
Yeah, definitely with Shakira and Harry. Maybe calling off there, possibly. And if it is called off, maybe if it isn't even called off, something might rekindle between Harry and Helena.
Yeah.
But let's just see how it goes, honestly. Mm-hmm. But I just don't really care about none of them because I just feel like a lot of them are snakes.
Yeah.
A lot of them are snakes, a lot of them are fake. Mm-hmm. Apart from Shakira and Tony.
Yes.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, let us know what you guys thought of today's episode, what you thought of the recoupling, Harrison, the whole love triangle between Harrison, Tony and Helena, and then obviously Harry, Shakira and Helena. So it seems like Helena's in the middle of these things. But yeah, let us know what you guys thought, what you thought of today's episode, and we will catch you next time on the podcast.